Hi, everyone. Good evening. My name is Melissa Holmes, and along with Carrie Mazzoni, we are thrilled to welcome you to Wakefield Educational Foundation's 29th Celebration of Learning. It's really exciting to be here together again with the purpose of honoring so many incredible contributions to Wakefield Public Schools. Tonight, we have the privilege of recognizing students, staff, and volunteers who are making a positive impact in our school community. To all of our 2025 honorees, thank you and congratulations. Founded in 1989, WEF's mission has always been to celebrate and enrich education for every student in Wakefield Public Schools. Since our very first celebration of learning back in 1996, this event has grown into a cherished community tradition that highlights the remarkable work happening throughout the district. Thanks to the dedication of countless volunteers over the years, WEF has given close to $750,000 in grant awards, supporting a vast array of enrichment programming and activities. This year, those activities ranged from the beloved Mike the Bubble Man at Doyle and a captivating Sky Dome Planetarium at Walton, to a geography game show for sixth graders and inspiring choral workshops for our post-students with Roman Music Therapy of Wakefield. And just last night, we enjoyed an incredible community STEAM night right here at the Galvin. Thank you, Wakefield, for supporting WEF so that we can continue to support these important activities for our students. Tonight, let's celebrate our honorees and their exceptional contributions that continue to make our school community so strong. And now, I'm hand it over to Carrie.
Hi, everyone. Good evening, and I add my congratulations as well to all of tonight's honorees. Before we begin with the award presentations, we'd like to take a moment to recognize the Wakefield community, its businesses, organizations, and individuals who make it possible for WEF to accomplish its mission. I'll start with the large donors. You may be familiar with Bond Building Construction, which is building the new high school and which also built the Galvin. Tonight, WEF recognizes Bond for its very generous donation of $30,000 to support WEF's mission of providing grants for educational enrichment programming for all Wakefield students. With the high school build plus this donation, Bond is showing its commitment to public education and to making Wakefield a better place to live. WEF heartily thanks Bond for its donation. Next, WEF thanks the Cummings Foundation for its grant of $105,000, which is being used to enhance school-based mental health support services at all grade levels. This is our second grant from the Cummings Foundation, and we're grateful for the foundation's support. Next, WEF thanks its 2024-25 WEF Partners, composed of many local businesses that underwrite the costs of our annual fundraising activities. This is important. This means that most, if not all, money raised at our fundraisers can directly support the WEF grant process. WEF is thankful for the support of this year's WEF Partners, which appear on the insert inside your program. There are also many people we would like to thank for helping WEF coordinate this evening, including the WCAT team for broadcasting the event live for our remote audience, the Sweet Bay Shop for donating beautiful flower arrangements, members of the National Honor Society for being our student volunteers this evening, the String Ensemble, which will be playing later, and Sandy Teixeira of Wakefield Public Schools Food Services for organizing the desserts for tonight's reception. The Celebration of Learning ceremony also provides WEF with the unique opportunity to recognize individuals whose contributions make our schools and community thrive. WEF would like to thank Superintendent Doug Lyons, Assistant Superintendent Kara Morrow, and all of the school principals for their continued support of WEF and all their hard work in making this evening possible. Finally, WEF also thanks the school committee for their hard work on behalf of the schools. At this time, it is my pleasure to introduce Stephen Ingalls, chair of the school committee, to say a few words. While Stephen is joining us on stage, I would like to recognize any other school committee members who are in the audience this evening to be recognized. Can't see you, but I know you're out there, so. Okay. Off you go.
Thank you. Hello and good evening. Thank you to Carrie and to Melissa for inviting all of us and all of the WEF volunteers for inviting us to a night like this. The first time I was able to enjoy a WEF celebration of learning was right after the pandemic. And I just remember sort of hot on the heels of everything that was. This moment, this night every year is just so joyous of an occasion, so optimistic, that just it was incredibly uplifting. And every year I've been back since, I'm just reminded of that, about how it brings the community together, and just gives us a chance to celebrate sort of those people in our lives and in our district and in our community that are so important, and just sort of highlight what Wakefield is as a community. Through all of the activities that sort of WEF mentions, that they not just give back to the schools, but through the STARS program, where they give us an opportunity to sort of celebrate our teachers, our educators, through the WEF Spelling Bee, which is such a social event that happens for us, and from STEAM Night last night. WEF truly weaves themselves within our community and our district. I feel like making our connections tighter, and allowing us to sort of celebrate each other. And I think in that regard, WEF is unique. And I don't think that we could be the community that we are, both just the district and the larger Wakefield community, without an organization such as WEF, to allow us to highlight all of those good things that are going on. So just a huge thank you to them, and just a congratulations to all the honorees tonight. I know everyone deserves it. I know all of our principals are just going to say glowing things about all of these students and volunteers that we have amongst us. And so I'm just really anxious to hear all of that. So thank you all for coming. Thank you for just sharing yourselves with our community. And thank you.
Thank you, Stephen. And now we'll get started with honors from each of our schools. A quick note before we start. For honorees, when it's time for your award, a WEF volunteer will come around to your school section to help you line up on the ramp at the side of the stage. Do pay no attention to those stairs in the front of the stage. After you receive your certificate and a group photo is taken, you can leave the stage on the opposite side, which is over there. So you'll come up here, leave from there, and return to your seats. Got it? All right. Starting with the Doyle Early Education Center, please welcome school principal, Ms. Shannon Blacker.
Good evening, everyone. First, I'd like to thank WEF and all the sponsors who make the event possible tonight. It's a wonderful night to honor both students and adults who inspire the love of learning. I am honored to lead the Doyle because of the incredible individuals that make up our team. Everyone says the people make the place. If you've ever stepped foot into Doyle, you feel a warm sense of belonging. I truly mean that, and I think these two individuals tonight being honored stand everything for Doyle. Cameron Worth and Angelina Pelletier. Cameron started as a parent volunteer and as a matter of fact was honored with this award as a volunteer in 2019. Moved to being a substitute and then now is a full-time paraprofessional. Angelina started as a substitute, then became part-time as a paraprofessional, and now is full-time. Again, the people make the place. I'll start with Cameron. And oh goodness, I wish I could add some of the things that just happened at dinner beforehand, but I won't. Cameron, we're proud to honor you. This year, Cameron works in our substantially separate program. Cameron's dedication and drive shine brightly in everything she does. She consistently goes the extra mile, never hesitating to take on new challenges in the preschool world. Her inquisitive nature fuels a genuine desire to understand each child she supports, helping to create meaningful and impactful connections. She brings creativity and collaboration into every activity and learning experience in the classroom. Cameron's passion, curiosity, and team spirit make her an invaluable part of our preschool family. Cameron, those who've worked with you over these past years shared some comments. Cameron's presence in the classroom is truly special. She approaches each day with enthusiasm and a can-do attitude that inspires those around her. Her willingness to step in wherever is needed shows her deep commitment to the children and the team. Cameron is not only a thoughtful and observant paraprofessional, but also a natural collaborator, always eager to share ideas and learn from others to enhance the learning experience. Her creativity shines through in the engaging activities she helps plan, and her warmth helps create a space where children feel safe, curious, and excited to explore. Cameron's dedication, curiosity, and heart make a lasting difference in the lives of the children and staff alike. When I was a BCBA, not me, this is a quote. When I was a BCBA, I was teaching her and overseeing the work she was doing one-on-one with the student. Cameron's biggest strength was her willingness to learn. She was responsive to feedback and would provide her own thoughts and questions, which helped with the success of the students' learning. She was thorough with her data collection and working on each program. Honestly, I loved working with her in that role because of her willingness to learn and her desire to help the student learn. Another staff member said, Cameron is a great teacher and a coworker whom you can always count on. She's incredibly skilled at researching any topic. Her analytical skills are a strength in regards to student learning and behaviors. Cameron never hesitates to learn new skills and strategies and implement them to improve student learning. On a personal note, our whole team has so much fun every day in the classroom because Cameron brings interesting and humorous topics to the group to discuss. Congratulations, Cameron. Angelina. We're also proud to honor Angelina for her unwavering dedication to the preschool children she assists as a paraprofessional. Angelina works in one of our substantially separate classrooms, serving students with severe disabilities. Her kindness, gentle nature, and intuitive understanding of each child's needs creates a nurturing environment where every student is supported and valued. Her sweet spirit and compassionate heart make a lasting impact on everyone around her. Angelina, people said a lot about you too. So here we go. Angelina is an amazing paraprofessional. She has a way of understanding each individual child and connecting with them. She does well when managing difficult behaviors, even if she feels unsure. She is thoughtful, kind, and a team player to the rest of us in our classroom. She is flexible and always willing to do anything that's needed in our room. Anyone who has ever worked with Angelina expresses gratitude for their time with her. Angelina's great sense of humor brings a little bit of fun and lightness to each day, creating a joyful atmosphere for both the children and her coworkers. Whether it's a silly joke, a warm smile, or a playful moment with the kids, she has a natural way of lifting spirits and making others feel at ease. Her laughter is contagious, and her positive energy makes even the busiest days brighter. It's that special mix of heart and humor that makes Angelina such a beloved part of our team. Each year, when working on paraprofessional assignments, Angelina is one that I can place in every single classroom. She is flexible and adapts to every situation presented to her. Every teacher will be thrilled to work with Angelina, and quite often is someone who can easily step in and take the lead, know how to support on the spot, and also sit back and know when to follow the lead. Angelina is a very skilled educator that I've encouraged to pursue a career in special education. Congratulations, Angelina. Now I'd like to introduce TJ Liberty, principal of the Dole Bear School.
Thank you. Good evening. I'm TJ Liberty, principal of the Dole Bear Elementary School. I would like to begin by thanking the Wakefield Education Foundation for their unwavering support of teaching and learning across our district over the years. It is now my honor to share with you this year's recipients of the Celebration of Learning Award from the Dole Bear School. The following fourth grade students have been recognized by their peers because they encompass our school's core values of be kind, be safe, and be respectful. We ask you please hold your applause till all the students' names are read. Students can begin to make their way up. Garrett Nelson, Cara Savage, Sophia Krempen, Cam Rasicia, Madison Krempen, Colin Donovan, Cashin Blaze, and Madeline Corthell. When I inquired as to why these students were chosen by their peers, I was provided with an overwhelming amount of responses from our students, their classmates. While sifting through these responses, I kept coming across the same common phrases such as hardworking, supportive, kind, and respectful. What is interesting but not surprising is the fact that each of these statements closely connects to the values also known as our 3 Bs we strive to instill in our students. My Dole Bear friends, as you inch closer to the end of the school year and your impending transition into the Galvin Middle School, please know the faculty and staff of the Dole Bear School are so proud of each and every one of you. The Galvin is lucky to have you. Congratulations on this recognition. Next, it is my honor and pleasure to recognize 2 incredible Dole Bear educators as our staff recipients of the Celebration of Learning Award. Grade 1 teacher Jan Livesey and lead teacher of our Integrated Care and Learning Program, Pam Preston. Jan is a student-centered teacher who works extremely hard to equip her students with the knowledge and skills they need to achieve their goals. She is a trusted colleague and mentor for many of the staff at Dole Bear. When asked, Jan's students say of her, she is kind, she makes learning fun, and she makes our classroom feel like a family. Thank you, Jan, for your unwavering support and commitment to the students of the Dole Bear School. We are truly lucky to work with such an amazing colleague. Pam Preston. Pam is one of those exceptional educators who consistently goes above and beyond her role at Dole Bear. She works closely with some of our most vulnerable students, those with complex cognitive and physical needs, providing individualized support that honors their strength while addressing their unique needs. Pam approaches her work with the deep empathy, skill, and unwavering belief in every student's potential. She does not let a disability define her students. Instead, she focuses on their abilities and helps equip them with the tools and strategies and confidence they need to achieve meaningful growth and reach their personal goals. Pam, Thank you for your steadfast commitment to our students and for being a tireless champion of inclusive education. We are truly fortunate to work alongside such a passionate and inspiring colleague. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome up our parent volunteer recipients. Emily Fitzgerald and Nicole Blanchard. It is with great appreciation that I recognize Emily and Nicole as Dalbea School's honorees for the Celebration of Learning Award. Emily and Nicole have been dedicated members of the PTO and active volunteers at Dalbea for over a decade. Their unwavering commitment to our school community, they started when they were 19. Their unwavering commitment to our school community has been truly remarkable. Over the past 3 years, Emily has served as a key member of our PTO steering committee, while Nicole has played a vital role in organizing numerous community events, including the much-loved Winter Festival. The PTO at each school in our district is an essential partner in supporting the education and well-being of our students. Emily and Nicole have been exemplary advocates for both our educators and students, whether coordinating fundraisers, planning family and student events, or enhancing enrichment opportunities. They have consistently approached their work with the best interest of our students at heart. Emily and Nicole, your contributions have left a lasting impact on the Dalbea community. On behalf of our entire school, I extend my heartfelt thanks and admiration. Your leadership, dedication, and passion for education will deeply be missed. Thank you. Next, I would like to welcome Tiffany Back, principal of the Greenwood School.
All right, while the Greenwood folks gather, I am Tiffany Back. I'm the principal at Greenwood Elementary School, and I would just like to echo everyone else's words about how appreciative we are of everything that WEF does for us. And students, you have the right idea. I want you to come out here. All right, we are welcoming Max Carroll, Isabel Porter, Ollie Leaguer, and Maisie Cotter as our representatives tonight. So tonight it gives me great pleasure to introduce 4 amazing students from the Greenwood 4th grade who were selected by their peers as those who both represent our school's core values. Through their words and actions, Max Carroll, Maisie Cotter, Ollie Leaguer, and Isabel Porter consistently demonstrate the qualities and characteristics of Greenwood Cares: cooperation, assertion, responsibility, empathy, and self-control. They are helpful, thoughtful, compassionate, friendly, and most importantly of all, kind. Your teachers and classmates chose the 4 of you to celebrate at tonight's WEF ceremony because they see this each and every day. You should know you are true role models for others. We at Greenwood are very proud. I've been lucky enough to watch you grow throughout all of your years at Greenwood. It seems like just yesterday we were welcoming you to kindergarten, and look at you now. While your presence will be greatly missed next year, the Galvin Middle School is very lucky to have you join their community. That being said, Greenwood will always hold you up proudly as our own. As they, meaning we, always say, once a Greenwood Gator, always a Greenwood Gator. Congratulations. All right, if I could have Kim and Sydney come out. Okay, we are welcoming our Greenwood first grade team, Kim Morse and Sydney Doherty. So when I put out a call for nominees for this year's Celebration of Learning, I experienced a wonderful problem to have to deal with, that I have to deal with pretty much every year. Email after email lands in my inbox as many, many different names were submitted as those of people who make a difference here. It brought a smile to my face to see colleagues sincerely recognizing the efforts of others, and we are excited to recognize 2 of those difference makers tonight. It is my pleasure to introduce Sydney Doherty and Kim Morse, our Greenwood first grade classroom teachers, as the staff recipients of this year's Celebration of Learning honor. We all know that every year in elementary school is special, important, and impactful for students. But first grade is definitely special, important, and impactful for students. Kim and Sydney take the foundation laid down in kindergarten and focus their efforts on helping children to grow and soar as students and learners. Would you like to see solid foundational reading instruction in action? Clear and predictable routines and structures that help students learn executive functioning strategies? Accommodations and supports deployed as second nature that allow all students an access point to learning? All this and more can be found if you visit either one of these first grade classrooms and see these teachers in action. Their overriding goal is to find the best way to reach children where they are at and move them forward. So yes, there's a lot of hard work being done in first grade, but Sydney and Kim are well aware that Greenwood is an elementary school and that elementary school is supposed to be fun. Whether it's seeing the oldest 6- and 7-year-olds ever showing up to school on the 100th day, transforming classrooms into a Seussian Whoville in the lead up to December break, or promoting the Grade 1 Cafe complete with loyalty cards, okay, that one's for the staff. And it's important for elementary school staff to have fun too. Sydney and Kim work together as a strong collaborative team with other staff members throughout the school and as true grade-level teammates. If I'm looking for one of them, most of the time I'll either find them together in one classroom or sitting across from each other in the adjoining doorway, always planning and reflecting on how to do things better. They are strong advocates for student growth, both academic and social, and always willing to connect with anyone who can provide ideas for support. Sydney Doherty and Kim Morse exemplify the spirit of engagement and community and learning, and I am delighted to recognize them tonight. Thank you both for your dedication and commitment to the Greenwood School. Congratulations. Balloons falling me. All right, I would like to welcome out my parent volunteers. We have Allie Houghton and Danielle Leager. So there are many different ways to demonstrate community engagement, but it all comes back to having a sincere dedication to and desire for making Greenwood School a welcoming environment that promotes learning through a number of different avenues. Our nominees tonight, Allie Houghton and Danielle Leager, have played an important part in making Greenwood a great place to be. Allie Houghton spent many years as a key figure in our Greenwood PTO board, including a multiple-year stint as PTO president. It was almost confusing last spring when she confirmed that she would not be serving as a member of the executive board until she explained that she wanted to focus her energy and vision on bringing all those special fourth grade events to life. Yearbook committee? Check. Fourth grade field trip? On it. Fourth grade moving on ceremony? Do I even need to say it? Besides all of these endeavors, Allie has been the head organizer for the past few years behind Greenwood's biggest and only fundraiser, the Gator Gallop. Speaking of which, there's still time to register for the running of the 5K on Sunday, May 4th, www.gatorgallop.com. Allie thanks you in advance. Danielle Leager is one of those volunteers who pulls off potentially complicated events while making it seem easy. While this year she is also one of the key fourth grade event committee members pulling everything together so our fourth grade students finish up their Greenwood years with fun and fond memories, she has also been the driving force behind Greenwood's yearly Author Fest celebration for the past 4 years. It's no small task to locate interesting children's authors that fit the budget, determine which grades would be the best match, make sure that student cohorts are seeing a new-to-them author, figure out the scheduling puzzle that's a hallmark of any such event, organize and promote book sales and author signings, and also be available to play host on site when the author visits roll around. Students and teachers have enjoyed the results of all this hard work, and let's just say that Danielle has set the bar high for the next committee chair. The spirit of volunteerism that both Allie and Danielle have brought over the years has brought joy to the students and staff members at Greenwood. Thank you to your commitment to the children and staff of the Greenwood School. We appreciate everything you have done, and we will miss your hardworking spirits, positive attitudes, and friendly faces as Eric and Ollie finish up their time at Greenwood. Congratulations again on being named as WEF Award recipients this year. And now I would like to welcome the principal of Walton Elementary School, Brian Schmidt.
Thank you, WEF, for having us here tonight. This is awesome. All right, it's Walton time. Here we go. So I'm going to have students come on out first. Looks like you're on your way. So come out to the stage with me. So we have Max Leon, Madeline Blackley, Vivian Mulray, and Declan Stankovic, our fourth graders from Walton. Vivian, Declan, Madeline, and Max are four fourth graders at Walton who have been nominated by their classmates for being role model students and for making positive contributions to our school community. Vivian, Declan, Madeline, and Max follow the Wildcat way. They are kind, they make safe choices, and they consistently do their very best work. They participate in leadership opportunities such as our student council and help with our school newspaper, The Walton Wonder. Here are a few of the comments their classmates made when nominating each of them for this award. They have great manners and they are always kind and helpful. When there's a fire drill, they are calm and they listen to the teacher. In class, they never goof around and they always listen to who is talking. They never give up, but when they are thinking of giving up, they push through it. Thank you, Vivian, Declan, Madeline, and Max, for being awesome role models. I have no doubt these qualities will serve you well when you move on to middle school next year. Okay, if I do my staff and my volunteer together? All right, Molly, you come out too. All right. Just have one volunteer. I didn't want you to be all alone up here, so we'll do you with our staff. Okay. So now I will talk about our two staff members from Walton and our parent volunteer. I'll start with the staff. Amy Rhodey in the middle in pink. Amy is one of our first grade teachers at Walton. Guess there was a theme of first grade tonight. That wasn't planned. Amy's one of our first grade teachers at Walton. And if we could pay teachers based on how much they care about the kids that they teach, Amy would be very, very rich. Rhodeyville. Rhodeyville, as students affectionately call Amy's classroom, is a place where learning is not just fun, but exhilarating. Students are constantly dancing, smiling, growing, bowing, performing, and most importantly, showing how proud they are of what they're learning. If you didn't know better, you might actually think that Amy was not a first grade teacher, but a music teacher. When you walk by her classroom, you often hear a gleeful chorus of students singing about how to play nicely together or why birds' beaks help them do certain things. Amy's students perform songs about classroom expectations, the value of coins, animal adaptations, national holidays, and a host of other topics. These songs not only help our students build their vocabularies and learn to read more fluently, but they bring pure joy to our school and to Amy's classroom. I can barely walk down the first grade hallway without Amy poking her head out her door and saying, "Hey boss, can we show you something?" Inevitably, the students are bubbling with excitement with huge smiles on their faces, ready to perform their latest song, with Amy gracefully conducting the show. Once this year, as Amy was dismissing her class, I was standing by the door, and I overheard one of her first graders yell back as they were happily running off toward their parents, "I love you!" Without missing a beat, as if this is how all first graders treat their teachers, Amy screamed back loudly, "I love you too!" Amy has told me multiple times that she's never worked harder than she's working this year. Tonight, I'm pleased to recognize that hard work, and I can tell you with gratitude that her efforts are absolutely paying off. Thank you, Amy, for being yourself and for making Rhodeyville such a special place. And I'm also pleased to recognize, closest to me, Hannah Jeddick. Hannah is one of our paras at Walton and also happens to be Amy's student teacher this year. Hannah came to Walton 3 years ago as a substitute teacher when she was working on her undergraduate degree in education. When Hannah started back in 2022, she had a great attitude and was always reliable and trustworthy. Like any other aspiring teacher in college, Hannah didn't yet have the experience or bag of tricks that would allow her to meet her potential as a teacher. 3 years later, I am absolutely amazed by Hannah's professional growth. She leads large groups extremely well. She gives clear, concise directions. She sets high expectations for students. And she gives a nice balance of frequent positive praise and targeted constructive feedback in a respectful way. A few weeks ago, Amy was out for the day, and we assigned Hannah as the substitute teacher to take her place. I would give Hannah the highest praise I can think of for anyone substitute teaching first grade, which is, I didn't even know Amy wasn't there. I think this speaks to Hannah's growth in her talents as a teacher, but it also speaks to her relationship with Amy as her mentor. They are a well-oiled machine, in sync with one another, holding similar student expectations, and students are very comfortable with either of them taking the lead. Thank you, Hannah, for all your efforts this year. I commend you on your tremendous growth as a teacher, and I encourage you to keep on doing what you're doing. The students who will eventually be yours when you have your own classroom will be very, very lucky to have you. Okay. And now I am honored to recognize Molly Vedril, one of our parent volunteers at Walton. Molly is a parent of one of our fourth graders at Walton and is our Walton Student Council parent leader. Does that title work? I feel like we haven't given you an official title, but there you go. When I started at Walton 5 years ago, one of the first pieces of feedback I got from families was that Walton needed a student council. As a new principal, I took this feedback and was excited to run with it. I did start a student council that year, but in reality, I did not have the bandwidth to commit to making the experience what it should have been, as I was learning how to run a school in the midst of a pandemic. Shortly after we got started, Molly reached out to me. She had heard that we had a student council for fourth graders at Walton, and she wanted to let me know that she had supported student council work at schools in the past. She wanted me to know that if I needed any help, she was more than willing to jump in. As you might expect, I quickly took her up on that offer. 4 years later, I'm very proud that we have a very active and vibrant student council at Walton, and this is entirely thanks to Molly's efforts and vision. Molly consults with me on projects and focus areas and is the person who's responsible for planning, directing, and structuring our student council experience. Thanks to Molly, each student council member at Walton has a chance to act as a representative for a 2-month term of the school year. During their term, they get to work very closely with a small group of students and parents, and they get to have a genuine impact on our school. Molly prepares students to present at our school assemblies. She leads them through the process of promoting the Wildcat Way, and she takes advantage of other opportunities to help our students learn leadership skills. Without Molly, it's safe to say that our Walton Student Council would not be the positive and exciting experience that it is for our students. Thank you, Molly, for going above and beyond to make our student council at Walton great. And I will now introduce the principal at the Woodville School, Matthew Carter.
Good evening. Like my colleagues before me, just a quick thank you to WEF for all their continued support. Our work together has spanned my entire time in Wakefield, and I've been able to see the impact that you've had on our school firsthand. So thank you, Carrie, Melissa, and all of the volunteers. Thank you very much. I'm excited to welcome up our Woodville Bears. Come on up. All right, so I'm pleased to introduce here tonight Isabel Sapaway, Declan Holden, Ella Monaco, Xavier Reblo, Ben McDonald, Rose White, Declan Burns, and Audrey Sessions. So we have many students that could be recognized here tonight. So it's really quite an honor for these students to come up here and be recognized by their peers. These students exemplify our core values of our school: celebrating differences, achieving goals, respecting their community, engagement and perseverance, and school spirit. The students before us tonight are leaders in their classrooms and throughout our building. Beyond this recognition, each has received countless other recognitions at our school, such as Bear of the Month, core value assembly recognitions from multiple teachers over their time at Woodville. This speaks not only to their leadership today, but throughout their time as Woodville Bears. To be recognized in 4th grade is a distinct honor, and to be recognized by your peers speaks to your kindness and the amount of goodwill you have brought to our hallways and enriching the lives of everyone in our school community. We're proud of your accomplishments to date, and as always, I look forward to seeing your successes as you enter the Galvin Middle School in the fall. Congratulations to the 8 of you. All right, I'm excited to welcome up our 2 staff recipients, Katie Bowers and Claire Boyle. Awesome. All right, I'll start with, excuse me, I'll start with Katie. You want to give a wave? Awesome. Katie's a kindergarten teacher at the Woodville School. I've known Katie for the past 6 years as principal, and this recognition is long overdue. I reached out to a colleague of yours, Michelle Grederick, so I'm going to share some kind words from Michelle. And this is what she shared. Having Katie as part of the Woodville kindergarten team for the past 10 years has been a positive, uplifting experience for all of us. From the moment she joined our Woodville team, it was clear that her passion for teaching was matched only by her kindness and dedication to the students she serves. Katie brings not only a wealth of creative ideas and fresh energy to the classroom and hallways, but she also has the natural ability to connect with every child. Whether she's guiding a child through their first steps in reading or helping them navigate a tough social situation, Katie's approach is always gentle, thoughtful, and impactful. What sets Katie apart is the way she collaborates with everyone around her. As a coworker, she's a true team player, whether it's sharing lesson plans, brainstorming activities, or offering a word of encouragement during a stressful day. Katie is always there, ready to lend a hand or share a laugh. Her positive attitude makes our team stronger and our work more enjoyable. From my standpoint, Katie truly embodies what it means to be an educator. She is not only an excellent teacher, but is also a leader within our district, respected by peers, admired by students, and trusted by families. Katie teaches more than just lessons from the teacher guide. She lays the foundation for lifelong learning, skills like critical thinking, friendship, communication, and curiosity that stay with students long after they leave your classroom. We're lucky to have someone like Katie Bowers guiding our youngest learners at Woodville. Thank you for your unwavering dedication and for being the kind of educator who truly makes a lasting difference for kids. Claire Boyle. So Claire is a third grade. We planned that. I knew there was going to be cheers, so that's why. Claire. Oh. Claire's a special education teacher at the Woodville School. I've known Claire for the past 6 years, and much like Katie, long overdue with this recognition. I reached out to colleagues of Claire for some input, and this is what they shared. Claire consistently exemplifies a high level of professionalism and unwavering dedication to her students. She approaches her role as a moderate special needs educator with a strong sense of responsibility and a genuine commitment to fostering a positive and engaging learning environment. Claire not only prioritizes the academic success of her students, but also pays close attention to their social and emotional development. She creates a classroom atmosphere where students feel valued, supported, and empowered to reach their full potential. Her compassionate and student-centered approach enables her to build strong relationships that encourage both confidence and resilience in her learners. Each time her students leave her classroom, they're smiling and so proud of themselves. In addition to her strengths in the classroom, Claire is an outstanding team player, mother, and friend. She is approachable and open-minded. Her colleagues appreciate her kindness, sense of humor, and willingness to always jump in, regardless of her insanely busy schedule. From my standpoint, Claire is an educator who truly exemplifies what it means to be an excellent teacher and a leader in our district. She's much more than just a teacher, though. She's a guide, a mentor, and an inspiration to both students and colleagues. What sets Claire apart is not only a deep understanding of the content, but the powerful ability to connect it with students and what they need at that time, making learning meaningful, engaging, and lasting. Her classroom is a place where curiosity is sparked, confidence is built, and every student feels seen and heard. Please join me in celebrating an amazing educator who truly makes a difference every single day for Woodville students. All right. Hey, guys. How we doing? Hey. Can I call you Vince? Vince, cool. Okay. So I'm excited to recognize two volunteers here tonight, Vince Matero and Eddie Greeley. I'll start with I'll start with Vince. So Vince is the father of two students. One is an outgoing fourth grader, Vita, and an incoming kindergartner, Enzo. While the volunteerism of many is easy to see, especially when thinking of our PTO and their tireless work in our school, Vince's volunteerism is often missed. And the reason for this is because it was 50-50 whether you're going to come in costume tonight. I didn't know. For the past 3 years, since the retirement of Aaron Williams, Vince has served as Woodville's school mascot. Vince, also known affectionately as Teddy, is our school mascot, a big friendly bear who brings smiles, hugs, and tons of school spirit wherever he goes. Teddy isn't just a costume, he's part of our school family and a symbol of everything we love about being Woodville Bears. You can spot Teddy waving to students during morning arrival, helping everyone start their day with a smile. He also pops up at school events, celebrations, and assemblies to cheer us on and make every moment a little more fun and exciting. You may have even caught a glimpse of our Woodville Bear in the wild, as I like to call it, as he walks home after an event. Over the years, I have received more than one photo of Vince walking home, still in costume, which I appreciate and love. Whether giving high fives or simply making someone's day a little brighter, you should see it. When he shows up, the kids, they want pictures. It's just so awesome. Teddy helps bring us together as one big caring family. We love having Teddy, but you, Vince, and appreciate your behind-the-scenes contributions to our school community. Thank you. Eddie Greeley. So Eddie is the father of three, Kian, Chloe, and Macy. His youngest daughter, Macy, is currently a fourth grader student, and sadly his time with us is coming to a close, so I wanted to recognize him tonight. Eddie has served the Woodville School for the past 6 years as our guest speaker for Veterans Day and Memorial Day assemblies. As an Army veteran, with deployments to the Middle East and the demilitarized zone in the North Korea and South Korea border, Eddie has served his country and continues to serve the faculty, staff, and students of our Woodville community. Today, I want to express our deepest gratitude for your efforts in our school community and the incredible inspiration you bring to our students when you speak. Your visits to our school and the stories you've shared have made a lasting impact on everyone, including your impersonations of some of your fellow servicemen. But don't worry, your stories are good with us, okay? You've shown our students the power of teamwork, the value of hard work, and the importance of setting and achieving goals. Your personal experiences have helped them understand what it means to stay determined, overcome challenges, and work together towards a common purpose. You've taught them that anything is possible when we dedicate ourselves to our mission, and your example will inspire them, hopefully, for years to come. Your thoughtfulness in understanding your audience, keeping them engaged and giving them age-appropriate takeaways has always been appreciated by faculty and families alike, and especially by me. Thank you for not only serving this country, but also for continuing to serve this community by sharing your experience and life lessons with our young students. You have one more to do on Memorial Day, okay? We are truly grateful for your time, dedication, and the powerful message you've given each time you're in our building. Thank you. Have we ever honored a mascot before? No. It's a first for everything, right? Come on. That's great. Yeah. I think those are mine. Awesome. Cool. I'm pleased to have Megan Webb, principal of the Galvin Middle School, come up next.
Good evening. It's wonderful to be here tonight. Thank you for hosting such a beautiful event again. It's always a beautiful event, so I am excited to welcome our students up onto the stage. It'll take a minute because I think there's 15 of you, so come on down. I know, it's a great group. It is my sincere honor to introduce this year's Galvin Middle School student honorees for the WEF Awards. These 15 students have been chosen because they exemplify our I Care values: integrity, community, acceptance, relationships, and excellence. Not just once in a while, but consistently, day in and day out. What makes these students so special is not just the occasional big moments, but the way they live our values and the small everyday choices that they all make. It's in the quiet encouragement they give to a peer, the respectful way they engage with their teachers, the thoughtful questions they ask, and the inclusion they offer without being asked. These are the moments that, taken together, build a school culture where every student can feel a sense of belonging and purpose. To the families of our honorees, you should be incredibly proud. The strength of character, kindness, and quiet leadership your children bring into our school every day is a clear reflection of the values you've nurtured at home. We are grateful to partner with you in supporting their growth. Congratulations to all of our honorees, and I will read each of your names now. Give a little wave if you can with your certificate when I say your name. So in grade 5, Hannah Bates, Scarlett Beal. I'll read all the names, there's 15, so give it 1 second, then give a big clap. Vincent Kalura, Sophia Gilman, Olivia Pisani, and Maya Moen. In the 6th grade, Rose Migliacci, Ryan Olson, and Lucas Rogalin. In grade 7, Elle Beal, Lucy Gorel, and Dougie Warner. And in grade 8, Phoebe Belknap, Julie DeLeva, and Kavi Nomencliff. Oh, he was poor thing. All right, come on down, TLC. It is my great honor tonight to recognize 3 remarkable educators, Matt Conroy, Wes Connolly, and Lauren McIsaac, for their extraordinary leadership and dedication in running the Therapeutic Learning Community, or TLC, as we call it, here at the Galvin Middle School. The work that takes place in TLC is powerful. It is not always flashy, is it? It doesn't always show up in awards nights or on bulletin boards, but it is essential. In their years as teachers and counselors in the program, Matt, Wes, and Lauren have supported students and families whose journeys through the Wakefield Public School don't always follow a traditional path. In doing so, they have reminded all of us that one size cannot and should not fit all in public education. On any given day, if you walk into the TLC, you'll see students getting exactly what they need. It might be a quiet moment or a therapeutic activity. Maybe it's academic support tailored to meet them precisely where they are. If you listen closely, you'll hear conversations between staff and students, between staff and families, that reveal a level of empathy, understanding, and connection that is both rare and deeply transformative. These interactions may look small, but they are far from insignificant, because just as we recognize in our student honorees tonight, 1,000 small moments of care, patience, and support add up to something much bigger. They create a culture. And in the TLC, that culture is one of belonging, safety, and purpose. It's important to say that TLC programs are not easy to get right. Striking the right balance between support and accountability takes extraordinary skill and a deep intuitive understanding of human behavior. And that's exactly what Matt, Wes, and Lauren bring to their work every single day. They are clinicians, they are educators, and they are advocates, and they are coaches. And above all, they are champions for students who need champions the most. They know their students well, not just who they are, but who they are capable of becoming. They push them towards that best version of themselves at a time in life when that kind of growth is particularly hard and particularly important. They do it all while supporting each other as a team, one that thrives amid the complexity of a busy and bustling middle school. The entire TLC team, which they would tell you, they'd be the first to tell you, they're not all up here. The entire team includes talented and dedicated paraprofessionals, Olivier Stacco, Carly Fortier, and Bruce Worthington. And it's known throughout the building as a force of positivity, professionalism, and persistence. That doesn't happen by accident. It is the result of years of collaboration, resilience, and unwavering belief in what's possible for every child. Matt, Wes, and Lauren, thank you for the work that you do, for the heart that you bring to it, and for the example that you set for all of us. You make the Galvin a better place every single day, and I'm so glad that we have this opportunity to offer you just a tiny fraction of the recognition that you so deeply deserve. Congratulations and thank you. All right, Shayna. Hi, you get to say it all by yourself, Shayna. Well, a positive and welcoming school culture isn't built by students and staff alone. It takes a village. This year, I'm so proud to recognize Shayna Reed as the Galvin Middle School Volunteer Honoree. Shayna has been an integral member of the Galvin PTO Steering Committee since her son Nathan, now an 8th grader, first joined the Galvin community. As part of a dedicated core group of parent volunteers, Shayna has played a key role in supporting enrichment programming, organizing student events, and ensuring that our staff feel appreciated all throughout the year. During her time on the PTO, Shayna has served as a secretary and contributed her time and energy to the Galvin Grows fundraising team, always with a spirit of collaboration and care for our community. We are grateful for Shayna's many contributions and so glad that she will continue to be a part of our community when her daughter moves up from Dolbear. So thank you, Shayna.
Good evening. Growing up in a family of 5 as the youngest, I'm used to going last, but I have to say it is my honor to follow such a distinguished group of colleagues. So thank you all for all your remarks. And thank you to WEF for your ongoing support of teaching and learning. And especially when teaching and learning has become so challenging, it's really great that you give us this opportunity to celebrate just the wonderful work that some of our people here in the school are doing, and our students as well. So it's my pleasure to start by recognizing each one of these remarkable young people from Wakefield Memorial High School. So students, why don't you come on up? So as you get your certificates, I'm actually going to give you directions. When I give a little speech about you, I wonder if you can take a step forward so everybody in the audience knows who I'm talking about, besides just your families. I know it's super embarrassing, but this is your moment, so please shine. I'm going to start with Janisa Andrade. Janisa can present as shy and quiet, so I know this is killing her. However, she is a force. Underneath her mild demeanor, Janisa is a born leader. She is always available to help around the school and within the Metco community. She's a great advocate for herself and also speaks up for the needs of her peers. She's a visible presence in our community and leads by example as the captain of the cheerleading team and manager for both the girls' softball and boys' basketball teams. She brings positivity and light wherever she goes and to people around her. In addition to being a leader in the school community, she has a strong academic work ethic and is a supportive sibling. Next year, Janisa hopes to major in nursing and eventually become a neonatal nurse. She is still deciding on the school that will best meet her career goals. She's a little stressed about that, but any school community is going to be super lucky to have her. Congratulations, Janisa. Next are our juniors, Michael Barry and Anthony Levita. Michael and Anthony are the first students on record to create a student-driven policy at the high school. Through their U.S. History Civics project, they created a proposal to give eligible seniors an opportunity to earn a privilege of taking their first or last period ASC off campus. You can imagine this was a very popular suggestion. Anthony and Michael did a professional job researching, gathering information, and making a proposal to the administration. We used this information to create a senior ASC privilege that we presented to the school committee and are currently implementing with success. Thanks to the work of Michael and Anthony, the class of 2025 and future classes will have an opportunity to earn a privilege and exercise a responsibility that comes with hard work and maturity. They themselves will get to benefit from this new policy, hopefully next year as seniors. We are appreciative of their creative problem solving and hard work to make an idea come to reality. Congratulations, Michael and Anthony. Next is Samuel Carpenter. From his bright smile and warm heart, you can feel the encouragement and light Sam brings into every space. Sam's love for learning is one of his most defining traits. Whether he's diving into complex chemistry, physics, and math problems, or exploring new musical compositions, his curiosity knows absolutely no bounds. Sam has been part of the Wakefield Music Department since elementary school, consistently earning spots in MME Northeast District ensembles and culminating in his acceptance into the MMEA All-States Concert Band in his junior year. His leadership and dedication to the Wakefield High School Marching Band, Winter Percussion, and Jazz Ensemble contributed to their numerous awards and accolades. And if you've ever seen him teaching someone who is struggling, whether in music or academics, you know how deeply he cares about helping others grow. Sam's two great passions, music and science, are leading him to Northwestern University, where he will be doing double majoring in chemistry and music performance and percussion. Congratulations to Sam. Next is Alice Getty, one of our juniors. Alice is a kind, engaged, and exemplary school citizen. She has many talents which are evident in her wide-ranging interests in our school community. She's a member of the Triam Music Honor Society, the Environmental Advocacy Club, Chess Club, Contemporary Thought Club, and Mock Trial. If these activities don't keep her busy enough, she is also a contributing player on both the field hockey and tennis teams. She also has a part-time job after school, and even with all these commitments, she maintains a competitive GPA and a rigorous course load. In the summer, when many students are simply enjoying a break, Alice is a volunteer at a local camp. All of these accomplishments and endeavors, and Alice is only 11th grader. We are so lucky and excited for Alice to continue her contributions to our community next year. Congratulations, Alice. Next is Liam Mertens. Whether it's with his incredible, genuine, and tireless curiosity, his witty and quirky sense of humor, or his affinity for managing a Google Sheet or providing tech support before actually taking the SAT himself, Liam Mertens lives out the value of aiming to be yourself perfectly. As a student in advanced STEM courses, leader of multiple STEM student activities, and a uniquely impactful assistant to the STEM department's leadership teams, Liam is committed to learning in maximums. While his long-standing membership in Science Olympiad brings him great pride and joy, one of the biggest parts of Liam's legacy will be the Dungeons and Dragons Club, which he co-founded with a friend. D&D creates inclusive spaces where students can connect and discover a sense of belonging within our larger community, and that has a lot to do with Liam. Liam will be attending Boston University in the fall, where he'll study his passion, computer science. Congratulations, Liam. And next is Jalak Patel, who is a double award winner tonight, I just noticed. Jalak is a true leader in the theater program. Last year, she was recognized by the Massachusetts Theater Guild with the Excellence in Stage Management Award. She is also a talented member of Voices of Steel, and a committed volunteer in the Tri-M Music Honor Society. When it comes to the performing arts, Jalak is all in, and she excels on the stage and off the stage too. She loves any academic challenge, creative problem solving and storytelling, and social difference making. She even helped found our school's AAPI Student Association, where students can share ideas, traditions, and culture, and celebrate the diversity of our student body. Jalak is still deciding where she will attend in the fall, but she will surely be a contributing member of her next lucky community. Congratulations, Jalak. Next, it's my honor to recognize some of our educators from the high school who make WMHS a stronger community through their hard work, connections with students, and support of school-wide growth and improvement. So I'll talk about them one at a time after they get their awards. Start on my left. Patrick Brennan. Pat is an exceptional teacher and a valued school community member. He never shies away from lending a helping hand when asked, such as interviewing a new teaching candidate, being a mentor, helping students with graduation speeches, working on the Vision of Graduate or NEAS committee, or helping to get the new internship program underway. Pat is a trusted colleague, a voice of reason in difficult situations, and someone who can always be counted on to pitch in without even being asked. One of his colleagues captured Pat perfectly, so I'd like to quote him. "A good teacher can be found in an individual who either cares immensely about the students in front of them or is unwaveringly passionate about their content. However, those who are accounted among the ranks of the great teachers are the ones who use their unwavering passion for their content as a vehicle for helping students become more fully realized human beings. In my humble estimation, Pat Brennan is nothing less than an all-time great teacher, a genuine exemplar to both students and faculty alike." Dr. Lyons often says that the people make the place, and Pat is one of the people who make the Wakefield Public Schools outstanding. Thank you and congratulations. Next is Kristen Brazil. Kristen is a dedicated science teacher who goes above and beyond to make sure all students feel safe and valued in her classroom while teaching them challenging content and helping them grow as individuals. While chemistry classrooms can often overwhelm students with formulas and numbers, Kristen strives to make her classroom environment a welcoming and calming environment. Her approachable nature encourages students to seek her out for academic guidance, emotional support, or just a sense of belonging. You can walk by her classroom at any time and hear soft music playing while students work together, or watch them gather after school to seek out her support and guidance, or just sometimes a friendly face. For the last few years, Kristen has also become involved in extracurriculars as the advisor of the GSA, the Gender Sexuality Alliance, which is a student organization that creates opportunities for LGBTQ+ students and allies to connect and create positive community together. She has also guided the Rainbow Cafe, a safe space for students to connect and engage in fun activities such as art projects together. Kristen is an asset to her students, and we are fortunate that she is part of our learning community. Thank you and congratulations. And finally, Callie Bryson, who's afraid I'm going to make her give a speech, but I won't, I promise. Callie Bryson is known for her innovative teaching strategies and engaging activities in Latin. I said Latin, that's right. A program that has thrived under her direction. Her thoughtful approach creates a welcoming and inclusive classroom environment where all students feel supported academically, socially, and emotionally. She fosters not only a love for Latin and classical studies, but also an enduring connection between students and their school community. Callie also helped launch the dual enrollment program for our Latin students in collaboration with UMass Boston. This groundbreaking initiative allows Wakefield students to earn college credits while still in high school, setting them on a path toward future success. Because of her pioneering efforts, dual enrollment has expanded now to Spanish, with plans underway to extend this opportunity to other subject areas soon. Callie is dedicated to enhancing students' high school journey. She has served as a senior class advisor for 2 years, and she also leads the international trip to Italy and Greece, offering students the chance to broaden their cultural awareness and immerse themselves in the languages, cultures, and traditions of the world. Callie is an extraordinary asset to our school and a deserving recipient of this recognition. Congratulations.
Thank you, Principal McLeod, and all our amazing principals. Next, we will present a number of special recognition awards, starting with the Community Award, which recognizes members of the community of Wakefield for their tireless work in charitable causes that impact families and their school-age children in a positive fashion. Superintendent Lyons will present these awards.
Good evening. I'd like to invite Tom Bankert, the Director of Visual and Performing Arts, to come up and join me. Good evening. It's my absolute pleasure to invite Anna Morel and the WMHS a cappella group Voices of Steel to the stage. So, Ms. Morel, the esteemed choral director at Wakefield Memorial High School, has profoundly influenced the school's music landscape. Her leadership and attention to detail, along with her thoughtful, supportive approach to teaching and directing, has resulted in students loving the process of performing and committing themselves to improving their talents every chance they get. Through her unwavering commitment, Anna Morel has not only elevated the standard of choral music at Wakefield Memorial High School, but has also instilled a sense of community and passion in the hearts of students. Her work with Voices of Steel exemplify her remarkable talent as a teacher and a director, and most importantly, the transformative power of music education. In 2025, Voices of Steel secured second place at the ICHSA quarterfinals, with members of the group earning individual honors and recognition. The Voices of Steel performances, like New England Voices, the One Voice Invitational, demonstrate their remarkable skill and commitment to excellence. In thinking about my remarks for this evening, what came to mind was an email I received earlier in the year about Voices of Steel. It came to me on January 7th of this year from a very thoughtful parent who wrote, "Mr. Lyons, I just want to take a moment to express my sincere gratitude to the members of Voices of Steel and especially Mrs. Morel. 2 days ago, I reached out to a fellow Wakefield mom and asked if she could help me with an idea that I had. Less than 48 hours later, Anna and her talented Voices of Steel members were at the home of Leah Ellis and her family, performing 2 songs flawlessly outside in frigid temperatures. Leah and her parents, as well as their dog Duffy, sat at the entrance of their home and enjoyed the performance immensely. My son, a 7th grader, and Leah's close friend, watched from the side in awe. We were blown away by their talents, and now has become a fan of Voices of Steel for sure. What I shared with Anna after was how incredibly moving it was to witness the high school students, many of whom had never gotten to meet Leah, standing outside, singing, smiling, and providing the Ellis family with love and support when they needed it more than ever. They were able to know that they made a positive difference in the life of the family that they didn't know before today. This, to me, shows the power of community and how supportive Wakefield can be. And these students were absolutely remarkable. Thank you.
Thank you so much, Dr. Lyons. I just want to take a moment to say all the students' names out loud. And I also want to thank Tom Bankert, our Director of Visual and Performing Arts. He has always lifted up this group since its beginning 16 years ago, and always lifted me up as a colleague and an administrator and a friend. And I really appreciate him, and we should give him a round of applause. So I want to introduce you to Haley Alaco, Ben Blackstone, Sam Bordenaro, Karina Cataldo, Naya Shankauer, Shael Coral, Maggie Fournier, Michaela Herzog, Owen Kelly, Brendan Lean, Serena Lowe, Siobhan Lombardi, Alex Morton, Jalak Patel, Lizzie Police, who couldn't be here tonight, Amber Smith, Sadie Spry, and Jacob Williams. And Voices of Steel is now going to serenade you with Symphony by Zara Larson, soloed by Haley Alaco.
I've been hearing symphonies. Before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Life was stringing me along. Then you came and you cut me loose. Solo singing on my own. Now I can't find the key without you. Now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony, like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? I'm sorry if it's all too much. Every day you're here, I'm healing. I was running out of luck. I never thought I'd find this feeling. 'Cause I've been hearing symphonies. And before all I heard was silence, a rhapsody for you and me. And every melody is timeless. Now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Symphony. Like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go? Ah, 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 ah. Ah, 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 ah. And now your song is on repeat, and I'm dancing on to your heartbeat. And when you're gone, I feel incomplete. So if you want the truth, I just wanna be part of your symphony. Will you hold me tight and not let go? A symphony. Like a love song on the radio. Will you hold me tight and not let go?
Wow. Incredible. Thank you to Voices in Steel and congratulations. Next, we will present the Impact Awards, which recognizes excellence in education and sorry. We got a little confused, but I'd like to invite Assistant Superintendent Kara Morrow to present our Impact Awards.
Okay, please come up. Good evening, everyone. It's my pleasure to be here tonight. Hello. Great, thank you. Good evening. It's my pleasure to be here tonight to recognize this exceptional team of educators. We are presenting this Impact Award tonight to our elementary reading team. This includes our reading specialists, Suzanne Garrity, Kathy Holland, Maria Morgan, Mary Penta, Karen Purba, and Allison Smith, our interventionists, Julie Ward and Trish Roop, and Maureen Marr, who could not be here tonight, our coach, Michelle Lebrecq, and our curriculum coordinator, Valerie Drynan. Our reading team's dedication and hard work in adapting practices to align with the science of reading has already improved literacy outcomes for our students. The team has worked diligently to create systems for intervention that align with the science of reading, which is grounded in research-based principles of how the brain processes written and spoken language. They have collaborated with each other, our general education teachers, our administration, and consultants from the Hill for Literacy to secure their understanding of the essential building blocks of reading and how to support our students who may struggle in any of these areas. They have worked hard to create consistent systems for intervention that are aligned with our general education curriculum, support the development of equitable progress monitoring to ensure all our students who need to receive intervention get it. And they have worked flexibly to ensure that their schedules support this work. By embracing this change and these new aligned systems, the reading team is not just addressing our students' current reading challenges, but they are also fostering long-term literacy development for our district. These systems of intervention are designed to catch students early, provide the necessary support, and ensure that every child has the opportunity to become a proficient reader. This is not easy work, and we feel so fortunate to be able to share our gratitude for the impact that you have had on our district and on our students. Thank you so much.
It's not often that we get to recognize people behind the scenes, but in kind of preparing for tonight and working with Melissa and Carrie, we thought that it would be the appropriate time to honor Assistant Superintendent Kara Morrow for her remarkable leadership. I don't know if Joe, Lucy, and John are here. You think they're here? All right. They might be. They might be.
I thought it was just helping.
No. So I am honored to speak about our Assistant Superintendent, Kara Morrow, whose leadership has profoundly impacted the Wakefield Public Schools. Ms. Morrow's leadership is characterized by her unwavering care and commitment to student success and her collaborative approach to solving problems and leaving almost any project she is a part of better than she found it. Her dedication has been instrumental in advancing our district's curriculum initiatives and professional development, ensuring that every child receives a high-quality educational experience. Her ability to build strong relationships with educators, parents, and community stakeholders has created a remarkably supportive community network. Her ability to hire well and develop talent has been instrumental in developing a group of new leaders in the district who are growing daily and learning from one another, and also preparing themselves to move into leadership positions when opportunities arise. Ms. Morrow's focus on steady, consistent improvement grounded in supportive relationship has encouraged and supported teachers to continue to innovate and excel in their teaching practices. Her support for teachers reflects the most important core value that investing in our teachers and supporting instructional practices directly benefit our students. Please join me in congratulating Kara Morrow, our Assistant Superintendent. Yep, yep. So next I have the honor of presenting the Kim Smith Excellence in Education Award. Kim Smith was is our former WPS superintendent who dedicated her career to the Wakefield Public Schools and is the reason I'm here. She's amazing. She's absolutely amazing. So Kim has served as a teacher here, a director of visual and performing arts, the principal of the high school, assistant superintendent, and superintendent. Kim is a model educational leader who impacted the lives of so many in her time at WPS. She is here with us tonight to help present the award named in her honor. So Kim, if you could come up. This is the first time we've done this, so this is a little bit of a departure for us. Our honorees tonight have decades of service, and if you caught that, there are honorees. There are 2 recipients of the Kim Smith Excellence in Education Award this evening. Our honorees have worked side by side for many years as a dynamic team in service to the students and families of Wakefield, as well as their colleagues. Rick and Suzanne served in counseling roles, both as guidance counselors and before Suzanne moved into an adjustment counselor role for the past several years. I would like to honor the sentiment of our colleague, Brian Robertson, who nominated these 2 for this award, and I think the recognition is really deserving. Brian Robertson shared that in honor of Suzanne and also Rick's 60th birthday celebration, he asked colleagues to share one word that came to mind when thinking of Suzanne and Rick. They shared hard work, mentorship, selflessness, integrity, trust, leadership, impact, positivity, and service were common words that were listed for many different individuals. These are the qualities that stand out when thinking of these 2 individuals. For decades, they have been a constant support for colleagues and students. They provide wisdom and compassion within the halls of Wakefield Memorial High School. Rick and Suzanne have fostered a safe space, a place where students found encouragement, empathy, and honest advice. You've helped them believe in themselves when they couldn't see their own potential, one person remarked. You've celebrated their triumphs, student triumphs, comforted them through heartbreak, and reminded them that their story is just beginning. Suzanne is to be credited for bringing Breezy, the therapy dog, into the halls of the high school and into our lives. She took the time to train Breezy as a therapy dog and weave her into the fabric of Wakefield Memorial High School. Breezy is yet another source of love and positivity fostered by Suzanne. She also kind of blazed the trail for Winnie, the warrior dog, who now joins Breezy at the high school. As you both close this chapter, your legacy remains in the lives of students and teachers that you've worked with and lives you've changed, the confidence you've instilled, and the futures you've helped to build. Thank you for being the heart of the school, the voice of reason in uncertain times, and the light that has guided so many. With deep, deep appreciation, we present the Dr. Kim Smith Excellence in Education Award to Suzanne and Rick McKenna.
Okay. And that is all. It's been an absolute honor to host such a rewarding evening. We thank all the parents, staff, students, and volunteers for making the choice to put Wakefield students' education at the forefront of your priorities. This evening is just one example of all the good and positive initiatives that are taking place in our town to promote excellence in education and future success. We now invite you to enjoy a dessert reception in the cafeteria. Thank you and good evening.